I think we're at a disadvantage. As libertarians, as classical thinkers, as common sense folks, Milo Yiannopoulos, Alex Jones, we got Do and Drew back there doing a great job. I think we're at a disadvantage because the left, the modern left, are such babies. They drama queen about everything. But meanwhile, we have draconian censorship of nationalists, of patriots, of Christians, of conservatives going on. Just admitted wholesale censorship. And you've been banned off Twitter. They're calling for you to be totally taken off the web. Look at the traffic already going. And we're just supposed to sit here and take this as we're on a secret mission. Once we get down here, folks, you will see the secret mission. Here, let me see that controller. There you go. I will do this while we drive. This is all safe, kids. Seriously, Milo.
Don't do this at home. Do not drive.
This is actually a driverless car.
Do not.
Elon Musk is inside there.
Not a driverless car. Do not drive Dodge Chargers, which are like tin cans with super engines in them. It's like hurtling down the motorway in a tin can with a.
We're driving very slow right now.
We were not a minute ago.
All right, we got serious issues.
Your papers, please.
Absolutely. Zigzag or?
No funny business. And by the way, I can't get arrested today. I got to tell you, we're gonna on our secret mission, okay? Because if I get arrested and lose my visa, that means you got to sponsor me. Otherwise, I can't come back.
Hey, I totally agree. We're not doing anything bad, and I don't even smoke pot. It was a joke. Hey, let's get serious though.
You know, Alex Jones never.
What about how we're very, very cheery about being censored, being targeted, being lied about, which is a good thing. It's a stoic in a man's age, but in this new wimpy age,
consternation of Maxine Waters, we are, despite being under unprecedented siege, we are happy warriors. We're joyful, happy, exuberant, all the things the left hates. We're waving our stars and stripes with smiles on our faces.
We're very gay warriors. Fighting tyranny. We're very gay about it.
In the proper sense of.
In the old English term.
In the old English, of course, now gay used to mean like happy, exuberant, joyful. Now gay means crap, rubbish, delinquent,
anti-free speech,
awful. It's like, oh my, that is so gay. People don't mean homosexual. They mean that it sucks.
Sailor Pizza Girl said, "I don't want socialism anywhere but America." And it's that same thing. Like, you never hear about the modern liberal gays, like, mad about gays being thrown off buildings by the Muslims, or they're not mad they get executed in North Korea or China. It seems to be only they have a hatred for America. Is that part of a spoiled brattiness or something?
I think that for a while, maybe it was the case that the left were pandering to homosexuals, pandering to women, pandering to minorities. And for a while, maybe the left was the one winning the political victories for those groups. And now the left takes those groups for granted and thinks we should all just reflexively vote for them. They've kind of forgotten about actually doing anything for us. So the only people really interested in, the women's lobbies, the gay lobbies, all the rest of it, the really just communist, Marxist, Democrat outfits who are advocating for cultural Marxism don't really care too much.
Who are just virtue signaling,
right? And they don't care too much about black issues, gay issues, women's issues. They're really all just communists. And this is the state, what you're talking about, the state of the modern minority kind of activist.
Well, I agree with you, but are they just insane, following that old blueprint with billionaires like Bezos funding them? Because what is the point, we covered it today, of California legalizing giving people HIV, and then a year later bitching
there we step outside of, you see, you're seeking to interrogate something that does not conform to reason with your powers of logic, and it's not going to work. It's impossible to fathom the depths of degenerate insanity that take root somewhere where there is no political opposition. So the People's Republic of California, where there's no credible, serious Republican opposition.
It's just rudderless.
Yeah, exactly, and it's bad for everybody. I mean, as a believer in freedom and truth and blah blah blah, I don't want to have no opponents. I don't want to have no enemies.
I'm all about freedom, but if somebody's trying to knowingly kill my ass, I'm pissed.
Sure, but what I'm saying is we're at our best when we have strong opposition, because it keeps us honest. It makes us fight at our best level and all the rest of it. I think that Democrats in California have been ruling the shop with no competition for so long. They've just started to go a little bit nuts. There's something genuinely nuts about lawmakers in this gigantic state that are. The thing for me is, like, it's a question of priorities. Do you spend your time going to your office trying to drive up wages, trying to encourage foreign investment, trying to do all of the stuff that's actually going to make people's lives better, Or do you go to work and spend your time and your congressional and your aides' time and your work? Do you go to work and spend time trying to make life easier for those who want to deliberately infect others with diseases? Like, where does that come from? What is,
Well, it'd be like if they said we're going to legalize giving somebody hepatitis.
right? And HIV is so much worse. Until recently, it was at least it was a death sentence, and for some people it still is. And it's like, okay, you're not gonna go out and kill me now, but you're gonna go out and kill me slowly later, and that's okay. You know, like that's something.
I agree.
Right.
Well, we're not saying where we're going, but I got my security guys calling up. They're all watching, making a big hissy fit.
Is that him?
That's my main security guy right there.
That's your Navy SEAL.
That's him right there.
Yeah.
But here's the deal: you gotta get to the airport, so we're just gonna pop in and pop out. Pop, 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 pop.
No, don't get me into trouble. If you get me into trouble, if we're off in handcuffs,
I never get anybody in trouble.
where'd you?
Alex really has an uncanny knack for never getting arrested, except for I
I've
think one time, twice, I guess twice.
I have never been arrested. Also, despite the
Well, both times the cops gave me chances.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't stop bullhorning, and I don't blame them. They were ordered to do it, so. And then they let me out of jail.
Despite all of the terrible things I've said about people, you know, I've never been sued. Can you believe that? I've never.
Well, that's because
been
you're a
sued.
charming, smart guy. Plus, here's the thing about all my lawsuits. I want to tell the audience they're really bad with your support because we need to defeat them. And they're always putting more, but they're like, they get turned out and overturned, but there's no coverage of them being thrown out.
Yes, yes. All the ever people. All
The
people
problem
ever
is, like,
hear
for everyone we throw out, they add like 2 more.
all the people ever hear is you've been sued for X, and when somebody sues you for something, the allegation carries greater imprimatur. It's like carries more weight. It's like, well, at least somebody must really believe it's true if they're suing over it, right? Whereas just, you know, the normal back and fro in the media, the to and fro, the tomfoolery of the media, whatever. When someone actually sues over something, at least someone somewhere is prepared to put money behind the fact that you made a
No, I agree.
lie or whatever.
We left my office 10 minutes ago, and my security guys already are watching this without me telling them, and are already all over my ass, which is good. They're really professional.
But did you tell them you were leaving?
I didn't even tell them any of it.
You didn't tell them you were
I mean, they were on the roof with rocket launchers. And,
I'm
joking.
like the shoulder-mounted.
No, I'm joking. They have everything legal.
tactical
Look at that
moves.
big old Mexican.
This guy always has Mexican flags down here, and I'm proud of him. At least he likes, at least
He's out
promoting.
there. He's out there standing up for what he believes in.
Viva Mexico! Viva la revolution! Yay! Viva Soros! Soros!
I don't know if he understands anything anymore. God love him.
Hey, I want Mexico to do good. I like to go to Cancun. You can't now. There's like 140 something deaths this year so far.
It's like, I want
They have got guys on jet
I want
skis, machine
Mexico to be
gunning.
great. Where else would I honeymoon? No, they've got some really lovely places in the north.
Exactly. I want these third world places to not be shitholes.
This is why all these Hollywood celebrities love Mexico so much, because they don't go to Tijuana, where ICE has to go in. They don't go to Mexico City. They go to these beautiful private enclaves on the coast of Mexico, where it's like $5,000 a night, and the margaritas are like $28 each.
That is the virtue.
28% service charge. These type private, these villas that you can rent. Look at him. He's lovely. Oh, what a sweetie. What a sweetie. But that's what they think Mexico is, because the only time they've ever been, it's been like a tropical paradise.
But the thing, you could say this was once Mexico. There were 6 Flags here. But then he wants it to be it again. Well, why is he up here? Here, dude, take over.
Yeah. Bless him.
All right, here's the deal. This is a little preview. We are going to do a quick pop-in, pop-out. Just got to the airport. We're going to do a quick pop-in, quick pop-out, and then that's it. There'll be a live special broadcast dealing with very important things, and then we're done. And so then we'll do another video live aftermath as we come back. Little Easter egg hint. I've done this before. And so Milo Yiannopoulos and Alex Jones are here. And really, why they hate us? Because we're just being funny, good-natured, pro-America guys.
No harm in just going to a place that we will not mention yet and just asking a couple of questions. You believe that you have been...
I mean, let's say we're going to the Texas Capitol, right?
We are.
I can't hold these surprises out.
We're going...
They make a big deal when I go to the Capitol. I go to these Democrat senators' offices that promote open borders and stuff. That's where we're going right now. They get really upset, And so we're going to the state capitol.
How far is it from here?
The listeners know I never have a surprise. I just get right up front.
You do, yeah, that's true. It's true. No, you always. I do the same thing. I'm always like, okay, I can't help it. It's like at home, you know. If I buy somebody something like a gift and it's their birthday in 3 weeks, I'll last about 7 to 10 days.
You seem really free.
And then I always snap.
Not bashing the Mercers or Breitbart, but I think now that you're to do what you want, you were a little nervous when I met you at the RNC, at the Ritz-Carlton.
I mean, when you're working for somebody else, you have to watch what you say, you know.
I almost wish I was though, because I do whatever I want. It's kind of a scary thing. So then you artificially dial back.
Look, liberty is scary. I mean, truly grasping your freedom with both hands and owning it, and riding forth into the world fully cognizant that you are, you know, that you are free and able to do and be whatever you want. Riding on a unicorn. Thank you, Pumpkin. Riding on a unicorn is a terrifying thing. Most people are much happier.
Did you just call dude Pumpkin?
Yes. Well, I don't know him well enough to call him Possum. So
is that an enduring name?
He only gets Pumpkin, yeah. And then when people get really close, they may, level of affection for them, they may ascend to the dizzy heights of Poppet.
Poppet.
Yeah. Poppet is reserved for like 20 people. Only 20 people get called Poppet.
Little pumpkin possum.
I like food nicknames, you know? Like
Cupcake.
Honey, Cupcake. Sweetie Pie. You know, any food things are good.
Yeah, I don't like the Highlander franchise, except the first one. When he opens the door and the girl walks in, she goes, "I'm Candy." She goes, "Of course you are." It's a good movie.
Yep.
Anyways, it's a good day when Candy's coming to the door. Jeff Bezos' Amazon. Someday, like, you know, they have like dinosaur eggs that exhibits dinosaur crap. They even have a name geologically for dinosaur crap.
Yeah.
Someday,
I don't remember what it is, but
the space aliens will like be examining Bezos crap.
Jeff Bezos is.
He'll be like known as Emperor of the Galaxy by then.
Right.
Okay, we're going to shut this down. Infowars.com/show. The war room's going right now. Huge censorship. Facebook has openly announced that all political advertising on Infowars is banned on Facebook by the Republicans because they found that a bot uploaded from Switzerland. The bot is an American named Dan Lyman who runs our Europe bureau. He's trying to hire people. He's one guy right now, but they caught him. They caught. He was at the.
Can you imagine a less sinister country than Switzerland?
Yeah, I'm just like they're not embarrassed. Like, we have one reporter in Switzerland trying to hire a camera crew. He went by himself, did a great job covering Trump arrival, better than mainstream media did at Davos, and now we're officially banned because
you're foreign operator.
Yeah, and like you said, like the BBC has stuff in Tokyo and Moscow and Berlin,
right,
and New York. Okay, that's it for this live transmission. We're getting close to Whole Foods. About to do this right now. Actually, we're on the Capitol. Let's not lie. There it is right there. We're going to the Capitol. In the live transmission, we'll start up live again right before we go to the Capitol. It takes about 5 minutes to get to the Capitol, and we're going to confront somebody there in a peaceful way. Infowars.com/show. And live feeds are coming up once we get out on the street and park up here at the Capitol in about 5-10 minutes. All right, that's it. Thanks. Dangerous.com.